Yes, indeed. This may well be the last time I try Deep of Night mode, but we'll see. Because unless I have more fun this time, then I'm not sure if it's going to be worth playing. At least to take a break from it or something. But we'll see how it goes. It just, it's not even about whether I can beat it or not. It's just about, am I enjoying myself when I'm actually playing it, or is it just stress and not very fun? Because if it's mainly just going to be stressful and not fun, then it's just like, what's the point? Yeah, so we'll see. I've had fun with it before, but it's harder to enjoy, no doubt about it. It's much harder to enjoy, even more so than like doing Everdark Sovereigns. Yeah, at least with Everdark Sovereigns, it was still mostly, you know, it's pretty much the same until you get to the actual Night Lord, isn't it? So it's just the actual Night Lords are harder, but everything else was pretty much the same, wasn't it, compared to the normal game? Right. I mean, I was playing a bit yesterday as well, practicing, just kind of, feeling like, because I feel like the problem is that, I'm trying to get, the main problem I've been having is that, I haven't played much Nightreign for a while until recently because of like Silksong and stuff. So then, I'm coming back to the game after not having not played it much, and then getting straight into this mode, And while I didn't find Depth 1 too difficult to get through, especially because you don't lose anything when you fail, you don't lose any points. So obviously that didn't take me long to get through, to get to Depth 2. But, after that, it's just been like, the game has really been punishing me, hasn't it, for the fact that I haven't had that practice. So that's the biggest issue. When I'm doing things like, fighting Dancer, and I haven't fought Dancer for like a month, and I don't remember how to fight them as well. So, and then I just get completely wrecked. Yeah, because I can't afford to just make mistakes like not knowing how to fight bosses, because if this mode is where you're supposed to know how to fight everything. If you don't know how to fight something, then that's, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be playing Deep of Night, because it's not made for people like you or like me, perhaps. Okay, Night Aspect. If you aren't prepared to actually put in the time to learn everything and really get really good at the game in like every way possible, then it's better just stick with the normal game until you actually feel like the normal game is too easy or something, which, yeah, I wouldn't say I feel that way. It depends, but at least with the Everdark Sovereigns, some of those still put up quite a fight. And I guess they do for most people, but yeah. But, I don't think I'm necessarily going to stop playing Nightreign. But, because I still think it's generally more fun than frustrating. But and it's fun to watch people play. The good thing about watching people play is, well, then I don't get frustrated. So that's this is the only thing, isn't it? It's true about that. It's good about that. Oh yeah, because they buffed the amount of bleeding damage that skill does, didn't they, in the last update? So that's good. That now it can like bleed those guys in one hit. which it couldn't do before. So now it's definitely a bit more worth using, which is very good. I do appreciate that as well. Hopefully this works out. Okay, FP restoration. I mean, that could be good. Maybe. Or resistance is down. I don't know. It might not work out very well, but... if it depends on what I'm fighting, but at least heal store. I mean, even for heal store, it's true, isn't it? Because sometimes heal store uses status ailments, so I don't know. I'll keep it equipped for now, anyway, and then see how it feels. Hello there. Why is that still big? Use that a bit later. Go away. We'll die to the soldier now. Whatever, I'll still get some use out of it from all these guys. Yeah, they must have improved the bleeding by quite a bit, it seems like. That's good. I mean, hey, you know, while the buff, can't complain about that. Doesn't need buffs, but maybe for this mode he kind of does. Serpent bow. I don't really need it, but it's a good weapon. Really should have healed myself there. It worked out. I survived. It's fine. Everyone is here. They all heard the fighting. Even they get the bleed. That's cool. Definitely appreciate it for a tough enemy like that. Really makes a difference. I'm pretty sure you actually need to be using it, don't you, to make the attacks with vengeful swords. So. Everyone wants to kill me. Actually, no. Should I? No, wait. Should I go out here? Yes, I should. Because the shop is right here, so this is where I want to be. Give me your stuff. What have you got to sell? I've already got that, haven't I? So there's no point in buying it. Right. Yeah, I'll get that. Also, I should probably level up again. Maybe I should have done that actually before I... Whatever. I guess I was saving my money, wasn't I, to see if I needed... see if I'd end up using it for the merchant, so it wasn't a bad thing to save it. Okay. Alright then. Come on then. You want to fight? I'll give you a fight. Oh, come on. You have to do that. I thought I was out of range. Obviously I was not out of range. If only I could bleed them. Kill me if I'm not careful. I get a flask back anytime soon, maybe one day. But yeah, I should be getting one back around now, right? Yeah, got one back when I didn't need it. Right. Well, now I definitely want to level up, don't I? So I'll go here. Got too many runes to leave them to go to waste. Also, I want to get a Wraithborn Bell, which maybe I can get around here too. I think. Isn't there some graves here? Maybe not. I should know this map enough by now, shouldn't I? At level 7. Yeah, there's some here. I've only played 200 hours of this game. I really should know the map enough by now. At least these normal parts that are always here, or almost always here, in all the normal maps. The normal map type, not the mountain tops. They're not here in the mountain tops. But other than that, they're here. There we go. It really makes a big difference to me to have this. Yeah, I think I'll get the flask. Charge. Because I know that makes a big difference too. I've even been thinking it would be good to actually use one of those relics that lets me start with a Wraithborn Bell, but I don't really have any good ones that have it, really, so I feel like I'd be missing out on too much to swap any of the relics I do like to use out for that, so I don't really want to do that at the moment. Maybe one day though, I'll get something that actually lets me do that. Even if we're not flying Libra, this could still actually be really a good idea because Heal Store can do madness damage. And I have had to fight that before, and it isn't very pleasant. As if he's not already bad enough. Already can be difficult enough as it is, so... right. He doesn't need the ability to hit me with madness with his attacks and do combos. That's very not fun. What was it here? Oh, maybe I'll check this now. Oh look, yeah, I should get some talismans too. That would also be a good thing to grab. Yes, that's definitely a good one. I always like to grab Blessed Dew Talisman, especially when I've got a bunch of things that are all max HP. Make it better for bosses as well. Lead them more often too. Even they are pretty tough here. Normally I probably would have, I don't know, they're both good. Maybe I would have got the poison and rot trigger health recovery thing, but it's not going to help a heal store. Unless I suddenly get a rot weapon, but I don't think that's going to happen. And it's really good to have the star ray when I'm fighting, when I'm using good old Wraithborn Bell. So, oh, it's a red one. Okay. Scary red flower. This is cave story now. Yeah, they hit pretty hard, don't they? And these guys hit hard. And a crazy level 9, and it's like this is still actually putting up a decent fight. They're actually taking quite a while, and even the little guys are like almost one-shotting. Phantom attack upon charge attacks. I mean, I'd like to try it, but you know, it's just I'm not going to use it on Healster, am I? I want holy damage. So. I'm not allowed to have fun. This is Deep of Night. It's going to give you all these fun tools and be like, oh, you want to use this? Oh well. Sorry, but if you use it, then I'm gonna be weaker. So it's a bit like, feels a bit ridiculous. I'm not giving up on affinity attack power increase just to use to get a cool weapon that I don't even want to use. You know. No, that wouldn't be worth using, sort of thing. Get staggered. Yeah, that's definitely not worth taking. Okay. Well, there are 2 other jails I can get to, so I probably should just do those after I've got upgraded my weapon. Also, it's Troll Castle, so it's not so appealing. At least not when it's got a bunch of the red guys around. They can be tricky enough to deal with as they are. Maybe I'll see what's in the basement though. That probably makes sense. Still think it would obviously be good to get a second talisman as well. So if I can fight whatever's in here, then that'll be good. Maybe not. Can I do it? Maybe. But I'm not desperate enough to try. Because I feel like this run is going well, so yeah, I don't want to throw it away on something that probably will be a bit of a waste of time. If it works out, if it turns out that maybe they're not so strong, then okay, maybe, but come on, like, this guy is scary even normally, so one day I'll try fighting him down there. You know, I think I know how to dodge his moves and stuff, but yeah, I'm sure that's going to take a long time to kill him. So it's just like, it's easy. Even if I play perfectly and never get hit, is it actually going to be worth it? Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, if I did play perfectly and never get hit, then, well, it probably would be worth it then. But that was good. Got both of them. That doesn't usually happen with these guys. Normally, I'm sure it doesn't take that many attacks to stagger them, but I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong. Talking of stance breaking. There's improved stance breaking. Also, I should get this. Again, I don't know. That's probably more worth it, but there's still this feeling really in this mode for me where I just feel like I wonder sometimes if even fighting these red guys is even worth it. The bosses, because they just take so long to kill, even if I'm playing well, even if I feel like my damage is quite high. Yeah, it's just hard to know if it's really worth the trouble sometimes. I mean, there's a reasonable chance it will be worth the trouble, but... there's a very reasonable chance it won't be, you know? And for every time I struggle, you know, every time I get hit and... well, not every time I get hit, maybe, but every time I die... and dying is very likely for anything that isn't just a really weak one that can kill pretty easily anyway. I'm just like, well, I could go and kill something that was easier and probably have like much less trouble, and also can I actually target the abductor roads? After all, it would have meant I wouldn't have had time to do this Everjail, so well, hopefully I'll be able to do it anyway. If I had done that red crafted scion, I would definitely not have had time to do this. Well, yeah, the ones I need practice on. Bloody hell. I must have done a lot of damage. Just, I don't know, with these guys, it's just... I just struggle a lot with them, and I feel like I don't really understand how to fight them. Like, half the time I just feel like I'm fumbling around and end up just going straight into their attacks, you know. So yeah, I don't think it's even worth the trouble. If I had more time, obviously it would be fine. So if anything, maybe I should have done that first before the Abductor Virgin. I was hoping it was going to be something a little easier. Oh well, this is still a decent run. I still feel like I'm reasonably powerful. So as long as I don't play like an idiot and get hit all the time, get the heal store, then it'll be fine. Also, second talisman, which is probably not going to be useful. We'll see. Can he do lightning damage? Is that possible for him to do lightning damage? Might be. I don't think so though. Yeah, I almost feel like I have to go back to Elden Ring and practice on these Nox Swordstresses a bunch of times, because I just don't understand how you're supposed to fight them if you mainly just have a melee weapon, unless I can block and use like a great shield. Just approach them with that, and then I can just block everything they throw. If you've got like a really good ranged attack, maybe then. But even then, it's like sometimes they just dodge it, so... Just like with the Wraithwalling Bell, it's... Like, yeah, Wraithwalling Bell is still good, but... Yeah, but... Sometimes it's like, well, I'm just wasting my time, because they're just gonna be, they're just going to be dodging every single shot. And then, you know, I'm not really getting anywhere. Just dragging the fight out. If I've got loads of time, then yeah, it might be worth it. But for a situation like that, well, then it's definitely not worth it. Well, the lightning talisman, good for this, for Outland Commander, isn't it? So I'm glad I got it. In the end, it was a good thing to have. Boy. Can't we just... Oh, come on! What the... How did they get that far that fast? Are you kidding me? Especially both of them. I'm surprised with that. Suddenly this guy has like all the range in the world, it seems. Nice. Good timing. Winding Grace. Okay, well. I should have just used Bewitching Branch. I don't use it often enough, do I? I forget I have it sometimes. It's a bit silly, but it's fine. I got a Winding Grace. So. Not only did I not lose mine, I actually gained another one. Okay, I don't think there's really anything else I can do here, is there, at the moment? Kill those guys. Alright. Just do it. Get a move on. Also ban this bot. Go away. One thing I can do at least. All right. Yeah. Oh. I don't know. Should I have kept the money so that I could buy another one? Maybe, but I think it's fine. I mean, I've still got two, haven't I? So it's actually kind of worked out well, hasn't it? Because I've still got two Winding Graces, but I was still, but I was able to get to level 14. So. Kind of worked out well in that respect. I usually do really bad against phase 1 of Heal Store, which is funny, but yeah. For some reason his timings are just so weird to me. The way he moves and everything is just... I just don't really understand it, but... Sometimes I do fine, so we'll see what this one's like. They do a lot of damage like this. Yeah, it's like, I think, oh, like, he's barely moving. Surely I have time to heal, right? And then it's like, no, you do not have time to heal at all. And then he's like, yeah, I'm just going to stand here and do nothing until you heal. How is that not a proper dodge timing? How is that not a proper dodge timing? I don't understand that. I was dodging that. That doesn't feel right to me. Do you know what I mean? I end up just like I haven't even got to phase 2, the actual hard part, and I've already had to use like over half my flasks. I just don't get this guy. It's just weird. I just don't understand this fight. It's just so strange. And you know, normally this wouldn't be a big problem, but obviously now it's like, well, he's doing so much more damage, and he has more health, so I can't just get away with this shit anymore. Like, how is, you know, I swear, if I get to phase 2, I'm gonna get hit like half as much. But it won't matter now, because I've already used all my flasks, so, you know. Fucking hell. I swear this is harder than phase 2 in some ways. This is harder than phase 2, and it's so strange to say that, but... Yeah, it's over. It's fucking over. At least I called it. I mean, I called it. I called it, didn't I? I said I was probably going to struggle with phase 1. Like, half the time I fight him, this kind of thing happens, you know. Like, obviously it happened more when I was first getting used to him. And then it's like, obviously, if this was normal mode, it would be, I still would have not been the best start, but obviously, I probably would be doing a little better, because obviously he wouldn't be killing me in, you know, 2 hits or whatever. Yeah, and then, oh, suddenly, I can actually dodge his moves. Because now, for some reason, either his timings are easier, or his hitboxes last for less time, or both. So I swear, phase 1 heal store is actually harder than phase 2 in some way. It's just so strange, but it's such a funny thing that that's how it works. So, you know. Well, it doesn't mean I never get hit by him. Ah, for his sake. I mean, it's not like I can blame the game, but it's just, you know, I know it's my skill issue, but, you know, I just don't get his moves, you know. It feels like no matter how many times I fight this guy, I just don't get it. I just don't understand why I find him so difficult. And then I get to phase 2, and then the fight starts making sense, but yeah, it's just funny that way, I suppose. Well, that's kind of a good one to use if I'm fighting Libra, isn't it? With Raider, especially. Taking damage causes poison buildup and rot buildup when below max health. That's cool, I guess, if I wanted to use straight swords. Which I do like straight swords, so maybe. if I keep playing this mode, which I already kind of feel like quitting now. I was hoping I would at least win the first run, but the old store says no. The old store just says no. Yeah. At least this means I don't lose any rank progress. So if I'm getting to the Night Lord, it's not so bad, but... I very much doubt that I will be continuing to play this mode after today. At least, not for. I will at least take a break or something, you know. Okay, well, Gaping Jaw, I know I can beat you. I know that. This is one I actually know I can defeat. Maybe I'll try this too, because I haven't actually tried that relic setup yet. So. I don't know, maybe I just have to go back to fighting Healstore in the normal game again, normal mode, and keep doing it until I beat him consistently, actually beat him in phase 1 without getting hit much. Because I do that, sometimes I can do that. And I think, yes, I get it now. I understand the timings, you know, I actually understand this fight. And then suddenly this happens, and it feels like I'm back to square one. I've learnt nothing. And I'm doing just as bad as I did on like my first run at Healstore. So, you know, something about his timings of his moves, it does not click to me. I don't think it ever will. And normally, if I'm playing the normal game, that's not so bad because he doesn't hit as hard. He doesn't have as much health. But in this mode, you can't get away with that shit. You either play it perfectly or you get destroyed. So, you know, or near perfectly. Because I have to have a decent amount of flasks and wending graces if I have any to have a good chance at beating phase 2, don't I? So even if I can beat him, you know, like there, it's like, okay, I beat him, but I use up like every single one of my I use up almost all my resources, you know, on phase 1. It's like, that's not how this fight should be going at all, is it? So. Yeah, I have more trouble with the Healstore than some of the Night Lords, some of the Everdark Sovereigns. Yeah, so even phase 1 of the Healstore is like, oh shit, I don't want to fight him, you know. Oh, Everdark Sovereign Adel. Oh yeah, that's fine, no sweat. I do that easy. give me them any day over just regular Healstore. The funny thing is, isn't it, is if they ever do make like an Everdark Sovereign or something, Healstore, he might actually be like starting it in the second phase. So then there's no phase like the first phase. Where, you know, so that moveset, I might not have to deal with that particular version of Healstore, the Night Aspect, you know, Shape of Night version. So that would be quite funny, because that might mean I actually find that version of Healstore easier than the regular one. That was good. Which is a funny thought. Got 3 stars effects now. Just call me Executor or something. Might as well be. Dude, I definitely want to watch that fight again though. So one of those hits I took, it really feels like I should have dodged it. And I don't understand why I still got hit. Because that was like, I swear I was in the middle of a dodge roll. Like, I've dodged attacks before with that timing. So I don't know. It almost feels like there's something about Heal Store, Phase 1 Heal Store, where... Did I not get one single... Oh well, Revenant's Grief. I don't know, could be good, I guess. But oh yeah, continuous health. I didn't get a single... Well, maybe there's one from this guy actually sometimes. Isn't there a guy over here? Maybe not in this version. Oh, well. I do want to get that. Oh wait, it's the... Well, actually that's kind of good, because it means I can get the anti-dragon effect. So it's actually kind of a good thing, isn't it, to have the mountaintops fade. I can at least get that one anti-dragon damage buff. Don't actually want that. Right past that. There's also a special merchant down there, and trolls again. Well, I guess I've got the mountaintops to do on day 2, anyway, so it's not so bad. Oh. But oh well. Like I say, you know, you just have to be prepared to lose sometimes in this mode, and it's not like, you know, is it fun to master these fights and get good enough to not die and, you know, feel like, oh, you know, it doesn't matter what the game offers to me because I'm probably going to be able to beat it. If I did play enough, keep playing this and keep getting better, you know, would stuff like that stop happening? Yeah, probably. But, you know, it's a difficult game to learn this stuff in, isn't it? I can't just say, oh, I'm struggling with Heal Store, let's just fight Heal Store a bunch of times, you know. I can kind of do that, but it means having to actually to do loads and loads of Heal Store expeditions, or at least like 2 or something. 2 bleeds. Nice. Nice collaboration there. Literally undodgeable combo. There's one of them doing an attack I need to dodge roll with one timing, and then the other one doing the other attack. Oh well, it seems kind of good to have this. In some ways, maybe the setup with Hoarfrost off is better, but at least it is good still to have a setup that just has an attack, a weapon buff instead. In some ways, it is better this way. Helps me to just like keep attacking, get the poison build up and stuff as well. Who's this gonna be? Maybe. The only thing that's not is the unstaggerable when he's in that attack animation or something. I guess so. But oh well, like I say, it's just... Can I enjoy Deep of Night? Yes. And can it be satisfying to win despite the challenge, despite the fact that sometimes it can feel a bit overly harsh and unfair to some extent? Well, yeah, it is, but... Do I really wanna... Do I want this... Do I like this much struggle and this much stress? Maybe, maybe not. That's a cool thing to be able to do, though. I like that. Well, I'm glad they buffed that move. That's good. And you've got the oh yes, 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 please. Especially when I'm fighting a boss that's actually weak to poison. That's, I mean, yeah, that's like. I wish I could have this talisman every playthrough, every single session. You know, and except maybe if I'm fighting Healstore, then okay, I don't need it. But for everything else, it's very good. It's Gaping Dragon time. there's Nightreign bots now. Yeah, I'm not interested. Thanks. If you're a real person. You also stream, really? Okay. I wonder if that's true. I wonder if that's true. Any frost gaping dragon? I would expect so. Kind of, yeah. I thought it would be weird. They didn't exist when frost didn't exist when they first appeared. But I guess that just means they haven't built up a resistance to it. Certainly, if I ever did want a duo with someone, it wouldn't just be some random person that appears in my Twitch chat and says something like that. But the least likely to do whoever the least likely person I would ever do this with. Oh. Yeah, you're definitely a bot. Well, there's something I've learned, I suppose. Another new type of bot that I haven't seen before. Something to watch out for. And if you aren't a bot, then you're certainly acting like one. Gaping Dragon feels more like they take as long as they can do in the original now, in Deep of Night mode. Not necessarily more difficult, just, you know, takes longer. I mean, they are more difficult, but I'm still probably going to win most of the time. But yeah. It's fine. At least I can take that hit. Forgetting for a second that they don't just stand there for 5 seconds every time they do that move. Probably a bit late for that. Okay. All right. I don't think ghosts can be inflicted with frost. Unfortunately, you can give them death. I like how even wraiths can inflict death. That's a good thing. And my claw thing, my skill. Can also do that. Maybe I'll be able to do another Come on, you can't teleport in the middle of getting hit. What do you think this is, Dark Souls 1? Are you doing toggle escapes now? They've learned their mechanics from Dark Souls 1. Oh, come on. Of course they're going to do that. I don't think you can frost them. I don't think that works. What we're doing? Going the wrong way, that's what. I'm not so desperate that I'm going to jump into the sea. Not yet. But as I say, it's just, you know, it's just a feeling of, okay, you know, am I having fun some of the time in this mode? And but maybe, you know, the more I play it, the more used to the difficulty I'll get, and maybe it can be just as fun as the original eventually. But I don't know, it's just, don't know if it's worth the struggle. Maybe I'll just keep playing the regular game and be happy with that, and then maybe one day I can enjoy this, or you know, or one shot. Loads of smithing stone ones. And then, or, you know, maybe when they release the DLC later in the year, which is probably, you know, it's only probably like a few months off now. Oh shit, big guy. Maybe I'll come back and say, you know what, okay, now's my chance to actually learn this mode. Get better at it. Maybe there'll be something they add to the game to make it easier or something. But, yeah. Who knows? We'll see. You know, maybe they add a bunch of like new relic types or something, or buff some of the characters, things like that, you know, and then suddenly this mode becomes a lot easier. Which, you know, does it really need nerfing? I mean, not really, because even if it's too difficult for me, maybe I'm just not the target audience for this mode, because I just haven't I haven't got good enough. I haven't played the game enough. I'm not really with it like they want you to be, you know. Is that? No, that's just a regular one. I'm not good enough to actually be able to actually play this mode in the way that's intended. The way that the developers, you know, I'm not the, like I say, I'm not the target audience. This is a mode which is made for people who've played this game for, you know, many more hours than I have, and have, you know, got even better, much better than I have. If anything, I think I will kill this guy. Which, you know, I think I'm reasonably good at most things, but obviously if there's anything like, you know, Dancer does, or Heal Store, or, you know, anything like this, any enemy that's giving me as much trouble as something like they do, it just becomes hard to justify playing this mode. It's just like, I'm not gonna have fun, you know. It's as simple as that, isn't it? This is not the mode you want to be playing if you're still struggling to actually beat certain bosses, where, you know, like even dodging their attacks and stuff, you know. This is not the mode you want to be playing, because it's not made for me. It's like if I hadn't played a Monster Hunter game for like a month or two, and then I came back and went straight into like G rank, you know, or something, and was like, yeah, this will be fine, right? And even that wouldn't be so bad, because at least it's not a roguelike, you know. I can actually I can practice things much easier, can't I, in a game like that? Much easier to actually practice things then, isn't it? So that's the difference, isn't it? If I'm struggling on a monster in a Monster Hunter game, no matter how hard they are, you know, most of the time I can just immediately do it again straight away, can't I? And it's not a problem. But that's not the case here, is it? If I'm struggling with Heal Store, then, you know, I have to do a whole 45-minute expedition. Well, let's say half an hour expedition, just to get another shot. And, you know, normally I think it's fine, because I don't think the game doesn't really expect you to be like super skilled just to get a win. Normally it's fine, you know. It's only here where it actually is like, okay, now you have to be good, and if you're not good, then you're not going to have a good time, you know. Unless you like losing, which sometimes losing is fun, but most of the time, it's not the most fun thing in the world. Depends on the reason. I mean, I can't get mad at the game for that, because that was just a skill issue. Yeah, so. Same with the dancer thing last time. You know, it's like I'm losing. Yeah, I can't say it was bad luck or the game's being janky or something like that. You know, it's literally I was just not good at the fight. So, so in the one hand, at least I can say that it was still a reasonably, you know, a reasonably fair way to lose, but yeah. But you know, this is just the nature of the way these games can get to me and frustrate me more than most games can. Because you know, if this was a regular Souls game, or you know, something, it would be like, oh, I've lost. You know, like that's, you know, a little bit frustrating, but I'll just try the boss again. You know, maybe at most it's a little bit frustrating. But sometimes I'm actually like, yeah, okay, that's a really fun fight. I want to do it again, you know. And in that respect, I think Heel Store fight is actually quite fun. But yeah, I don't need those. Don't need the Stone Sword key anymore. But it's just, but it's just, you know, these things I can't really appreciate it as much, can I? Because every time I die, it's get back to the start. You knew, you know, you aren't good enough to play this game. Get out. And a fight like that makes me feel that way, and I feel like I'm just doing like so bad. Not even lasting past phase 1. That's what really makes me think that. Really puts it in perspective, or is like a lesson learned, isn't it? About, okay, you know, what's this? What is this game? You know, what is this mode? What's it really about? Who's it really for? Because maybe it's not for me, at least not yet. One day maybe, but maybe not yet. And I don't know if I care enough to keep playing this game, getting much better at this game, just for the sake of being able to actually be good enough to play this one mode, you know. Because it is, I mean, this is the thing. This isn't even the hardest part, you know. If this was the hardest difficulty of the game, I'd say maybe, but I'm already struggling this much with depth 2, and I'm already finding it to be sometimes so frustrating. It's not even fun already. So is it really worth, you know, that's funny. Is it really worth trying to get good only to then get to depth 3, you know, and be like, oh, now it's, you know, now it's a little bit harder, and maybe I'll be a better player, and then it won't be so bad. But yeah, even these guys can be a massive threat now when they kill me in one shot, or 2 shots rather. It's like I just don't remember their openings anymore, it seems. Forgetting what I can get away with and what I can't. Like that. There's like some enemies, yeah, I'm fine with. You know, I can fight them. and I don't get hit that much, but I'm just not good enough at this game in general yet. You know, there are still enemies and bosses that I struggle with a lot. If that's how it is, it will never be fun, because you know, anytime I fight these guys, it's just going to be like, oh fuck, it's this guy. You know, now I'm going to have the nightmare, you know, I'm just getting hit constantly and everything's nearly killing me. Ah, you idiot. Feels a bit deja vu here, isn't it? I'm nearly dying to phase 1 of the fight. Here we go again. Should have probably used this ball crab. I wasn't thinking there, I must admit. Thinking I wouldn't need it. Thinking, oh yeah, it's just a crucible, right? Oh come on, it's not fair. They normally don't attack me when the hippo's after me. Why are they suddenly doing that now? Oh, and then I get hit with a move that like hits me like. How rarely do I get hit with that? Of course it's when I'm gonna die in one shot and it actually really matters. Why couldn't it be when I'm just fighting one of the regular ones in the overworld or something? Why couldn't it be then? When it wouldn't matter as much. And I've got like full HP or something. Now they just want to do this move, don't they? Yes, that's fine. Yeah, okay, let's remember that now. Forgetting I can't get away with that. Where did the runes come from? Just stop blocking. They have a lot less openings, don't they, when they're like this? Like I just don't. As I say, I don't know how to fight them. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't know how to fight them. It's like I thought I was good, but then I'm like, no, I'm actually not good. Yeah. Fucking hell. How did I not die? How did I win that fight? It's ridiculous. I feel like I didn't deserve to win that fight, you know? That is not a fight I should have won. Ah. Crazy. It's a crazy game. I've been trying to improve my stream overlays. Yours are really clean. Yeah, the stream overlay that I don't use because I don't have one. Apparently it's really clean, guys. My stream overlay is so clean, it's non-existent. Okay, alright. Well, I mean, like I say, at least Adel is a boss I think I know how to fight. At this point, I'm kind of feeling a bit nervous about everything, but... Oh, I haven't used this yet. I really do feel like, though, that in this mode especially, it feels like I kind of need smithing stone too. I need a plus, you know, a weapon upgraded to purple level, because if I don't have a purple weapon by like night 2 or midnight 2 or something, most of the things are just going to take so long, you know. And yeah, if I can poison them, it's probably fine. But if I can't get a poison out, you know, it's just, they're going to take so long. It's ridiculous, and that just adds to the risk. You know, it's not just that things do more damage; it's that things have like what feels like 50% more health or something, and that just compounds the issue, doesn't it? So, is it regular Adel? Okay, well that's good. I don't really feel like fighting there. That's a good start, isn't it? I don't really feel like fighting Evidite on this run. I don't feel confident enough at the moment to fight Evidite Supplemental. Even if I could win. Slightly wrong. Good. So yeah, Adel is fine. I can fight Adel. I know how to fight them. It's Not a problem. But you know, Crucible Knight, oh no. Terrifying. Nox Swordstress. I don't even know how to hit them half the time. Shape of Night. They're probably... Oh, that's pretty good. That's a good executor. Relic. I definitely might want to use that next time we're playing. Definitely something worth checking out. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Not bad. Okay, well, if I can win the next one, or if I do want to do four expeditions, maybe if I lose the next one, but at least if I lose it in night 2, then I can still win one more and get to depth 3. So it might not be too bad. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it'll give me Adel again. No, okay. Well, that's not so bad. If it's regular Fulgor, I'll probably be fine. If it's ever Dark Sovereign Fulgor, maybe not. Where is it now? But really, it depends on. It's not even about the Night Lords, you know. Maybe if I fight Heolstor or something, then yeah, okay, maybe then it's about the Night Lord. But for most of the rest, it's not even about the Night Lord. It's just, am I actually going to get to the Night Lord? Because if I can get to the Night Lord, and I'm not like super weak or something, then I'll probably win. But it's everything. It's about everything before it. That's the actual struggle. Yeah, cool to be able to one-shot them with the bleed. It's pretty good. It is just this funny quirk of the way this game has played out since release, where, you know, the beginning it was like, oh shit, these Night Lords are so scary and powerful. They're definitely the most dangerous thing in the run. But as I've had to fight them so many times, at least for most of them, I've got better at, haven't I? I've got at least reasonably good at fighting them. That might actually be good as well. You know, but right. Yeah, I might as well get the flask charge. And there's something I probably won't want to fight. So, you know, while there is ones like Heolstor Phase 1, where some weird reason or other I struggle with that like massively, even though I've fought them quite a few times. But most of them I feel quite confident with, because I've had to fight them so many times. So it's just this funny quirk of the way that works out, isn't it? But a lot of these other enemies that you can fight randomly during like every run, it's a bit like, well, you know, maybe I'll do fine, but I haven't practiced them half as much, or less than half. Like, you know, I mean, like Crucible Knights are fine. I just don't really, maybe I just don't really understand how to fight the ones that have the tail, because the tail attacks feel like not only do they change the opening so much, they also mean it feels like a lot of the openings they do have are just covered by the tail. So I'd have to fight them a lot again and really learn. Okay, when they have tail, what are the openings? How do I deal with that? Oh yes, please. Yes, 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 yes. Oh yes. Also, it's nice to have though. Don't really want either of those. Oh yeah. That is good, also. That's why I like to explore these forts. If it's, at least if I'm coming here early on. Because if they do have a smithing stone one, well that means I don't have to buy it. I think I'll, well, whenever I've done it now, so I'll buy them, I guess. In some ways, maybe it would have been better to buy the Wending Grace next day or something, but whatever, I've done it now. I don't feel strong enough to do a Everjail, so there's no point doing that. I don't have the Everjail relic that tank brothers, so not worth the risk. Hey. Oh shit. Didn't need to do that. Whatever. Let's just use it on the fuel. Pressing all the buttons at the wrong time. Do I want to go through? No, I don't, because Liga is over there. So I would have probably gone through, but now it's not really a good idea. Make your choice. I think I'll get the rune gain passive, because this is still day one, so getting the rune gain passive probably would make a bigger difference. Although, it is a bit of a risk because, you know, losing HP when
shall be struck.
This is already a hard mode, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it'll work out. It's done. Also, did I? Yeah, I already got that. Okay, alright. Go and get this weapon to +2. Get it to purple strength. Maybe I can do this fort. What's this? Oh, it is actually one of these forts. For some reason I thought it was the other type, but it is not. Maybe. More iron discovery is still good. Get a talisman, because I've only got the one, and it's obviously not one I'm going to be keeping for the Night Lord. They are on top of this. Yes, they are. Well, yeah. The blood loss in vicinity would be nice, but because I am actually doing blood loss, but I don't think I'm doing it often enough to really make it worth it to have that. So, because against like regular enemies and stuff, yeah, I'm getting it, but against stuff that's more dangerous, I don't think I'll be doing blood loss very often, if at all. Take out one of these bosses next day. Well, that's a red one, so maybe not him. Tried to get a Wraithfalling Bell, which I kind of forgot about. I don't think I've really been anywhere where I've actually been near one. Maybe. I might have done actually. Maybe I have been. It doesn't matter now. I think I've already got that buff. Stronger as well, I think. Right, hands. Well, hands are scary. Especially when they force me to outside area and take a bunch of damage from the night, which I didn't really want. I'm decent at Centipede Demons, so I think I'll be fine, regardless. See, that Centipede Demon is a boss I've practiced loads because of playing Dark Souls, Age of Sunlight a lot. So. I know well, it's a bit different, but it's still similar enough. Doesn't mean I'm never going to make stupid mistakes though, like that. That's when it can kill you. That's when the health drain. This. It's fine, but still. Yeah, especially when I've got this thing. If I can get some health recovery so it won't be so bad, that's also going to be nice. Balance out this health drain with some health recovery. Or with that, but I can't use it, can I? Because I've only got this. I think I would rather have the periodical glid blades than the health recovery. But they're both really good, so it's hard to decide. But I'll stick with what I've got. I'll stick with what I've got. Can't poison them though. Doesn't work so well here. Right, where's the yeah. Don't think I'm gonna bother with them. Don't think that's worth the trouble. Maybe this guy won't be worth the trouble either, but we'll see. I get the crit? No, apparently not. No, apparently. But I really would like to have Wraith Golem Bell. And they're just like, oh, I'm just gonna stand in the most fucking awkward spot you can possibly imagine. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Loads of runes. Maybe now I can get the Wraith Calling Bell though. I am close to one, where one might be. Also, is that a Ulcerate Tree Spirit or was that a Magma Worm? I think it was a Magma Worm. But maybe I think I might be able to do that too. What have you got for me? Yes please. Now give me a Wraith Calling Bell and everything is fine. Nope. I think I'd rather have the holy damage negation. Yay! I mean, like I say, I'm almost always going to get at least one. At least get the Wraith Calling Bell. It's just, it's not rare, but sometimes, you know, sometimes it really doesn't want to show up. And I can do loads and loads of these graves and not one appears. Is this a red one? I don't think it is. I think this is just normal. I think this is fine. Might as well take them out. it's also great, isn't it? Because how are you lying down on thin air? It's also good because it allows me to build up stance pressure a bit easier, because it doesn't get a chance to fade out when enemies like that like to run around and do all sorts of other crap. I'm like, no, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to keep hitting you with this Wraith Calling Bow. Hey. Oh, Crucible Knight, yeah. See, they don't have the tail, so it's fine, relatively. Well, I'm saying that, I'm still getting hit and dying. Surprised I haven't got a stance break. Maybe I should have just done this in the first place. I've done it now. I was waiting until I got one stance break, and then I was going to use it after he stood up from the first one. Doesn't matter now. Still got one more stone sword key, so maybe I should use that. Red. Is that red Loretto? No, it's red tree sentinel. Maybe not. Hold on. Yeah. No big crab. Can I kill them? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see how much damage I'm dealing. Yeah, I guess it's fine. I might be okay here. Especially when they miss me like that. Yeah, of course I'm gonna alter that shit. That can be a 5-hit combo. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Yes please. Yeah, I don't have the Epijail relic pack buff, do I? So it's not really a big deal if I don't use these stone swing keys. And hope get another heal. Hopefully I can make it there in time. Maybe not. Or I might have to risk it a bit. Yeah. It's fine. I can go fast. Get even more moves. Well, I'll get to level 15, that's for sure. But, you know, I mean, I don't think I really have a problem feeling like I can get reasonably strong still in this mode. You know, I feel like I know what I'm doing in general. It's just... Well, he wants revenge, does he? Back to Outland Commander once more. You know, I might not be the best or anything like that, but you know, I feel like the way that I'm playing the game is still good for this. You know, I still feel like I actually am reasonably powerful by the end of the run, most of the time. And the more I play, you know, the better I'm going to be at that after all. Just like the better I'm going to be at, you know, fighting all the different enemies, not getting hit a lot by some of them. It's almost like I'm thinking, you know, like, should I... should I play this, you know? Should I play this, or should I just play, you know, like... you know, a regular Souls game, or a randomizer or something even, you know, something like that. In some ways that would give a very similar kind of fun, you know, which I have enjoyed randomizers in the past, so I know I like them too. You know, I've never done an Elden Ring randomizer or anything like that, so... anything, I've never done any mods in... Oh, that was good. I've never done any mods in Elden Ring except seamless co-op a little bit. So that could be just as fun as doing this in some ways. It's very similar. You know, in some ways this is almost like an official Elden Ring mod, isn't it? So well, I don't need that, do I? I don't actually, for once, I actually don't need periodical glint blades. More giant glint blades. I've already got them. I've already got little ones. You know, this is the many periodical glint blades, so there's a lot, quite a lot of them, indeed. Can I get those guys? Do I really need the extra runes? Maybe not, but you never know. It might help. Can't even lock onto them anymore. They're too far away. So, you know, I don't think I necessarily need to get better at the sort of the game in general to be able to beat this and do better and stuff like that. It's just certain enemies, certain bosses, where, you know, I'm just struggling so much. Because I just don't understand how to fight them properly. Also, yeah, I don't need that anymore. Just in case I die, I don't want my art gauge to get decreased and lose the fight because of that. That would not be fun. It would not be fun at all. But yeah, it really is a love-hate relationship with this game, as it is with most roguelikes, really, for me. Especially, you know, more recently, more like in the last 5 years or whatever. When they started to frustrate me more than enjoy. More than enjoy them. Yeah, it is the regular version. Okay, that doesn't work. Well, at least it let me dodge his attacks. Other than that, it wasn't that good. Not the ideal timing for that. Definitely some of these moves I don't really understand how to dodge yet, do I? One of the ironic things though, isn't it, is actually, you know... Okay, very good. That's step 3. Finally. With a bit of luck, at least, I've been able to reach it. So, the ironic thing, of course, is that in, you know, Everdark Sovereign Fulgor, I mean, you still have to fight him in Phase 2, but... It's not for as long, you know, so his wacky waving inflatable arm, you know, can be hard to read, can't it, compared to his more precise attacks in Phase 1 and then, you know, the new phase in the Everdark Sovereign version. Dialed on. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Kick 6. How's it going? Oh, that's not bad for Guardian. Successful guard, send out shockwaves, improve damage, negation, and low health. Holy attack power up. Yay, finally! Now I can relax. Well, so at least maybe. We'll see. I don't know if I'll care to get past step 3, but I wanted to at least reach it and see what it's like. Just, you know, because I'm pretty sure the developers said in one of the Bandai Namco, like, you know, things about Deep of Night, they said something about, you know, the developers challenge you to reach depth 3 or something, you know. I think it was something, like, maybe it was depth 4, but I think it was depth 3. So I'm like, well, if the developers set me this challenge, I wanna meet the challenge, you know. But yeah, just well, I'm doing better now. So I'm glad you're okay though, I suppose. Thank you. Just, you know, I just feel like I'm not sure if I'm really in the right mindset, or that I'm not sure if I enjoy this game enough to actually want to keep playing Deep of Night, because sometimes I feel like it's too difficult to be fun. But yeah, it depends on what I'm fighting, but you know, and the more I play, the better I'm going to be, in hopefully at least. So I'm not going to get stuff like what happened at the beginning in the first expedition, where I got completely wrecked by phase 1 of Healstore. But yeah, so I just don't understand his moves half the time. I just get hit and I don't even understand, like, what, you know, like I don't even see the move coming, or I think I'm dodging it at the right timing, and then it turns out I get hit anyway. So it's just, I feel like I need to practice certain things, that, you know, certain bosses and certain enemies a lot more, because this mode is not for people who've just played this game even for 200 hours. This feels like a mode that was made for people who've been playing the game like continuously since release, you know, for 300 hours, 400 hours, you know, you've memorized all the boss movesets, all the enemy movesets, you know exactly what to do in like any situation. Yeah, so, and I'm kind of like that, and I think I'm decent at this game, the normal mode. I think I'm alright, but maybe not so much in this mode. Yeah, the second chance, I did read that. I did read about that. So at least I'm going to have one shot at this mode then, aren't I think. I can at least have one shot at this mode without losing rank, so that's kind of nice. If I care to keep going and try and get to depth 4 anyway. Which I don't know about, but I need 2,000 more points. Ouch. D-ranking to jank would make me go mad. I mean, I can't say it's jank, you know, like, I don't know if you're talking about yourself, but, you know, because I know it's just me. Like, I can't blame the game for what happened. How I'm losing isn't really because of jank. It's just because I'm making bad decisions, or I'm just not good at certain enemies or certain bosses. And this, you know, it's not forgiving anymore. You can't just say, oh, I can get away with it. You can't get away with things anymore. So yeah. Equilibrious Beast. The question is it the normal one or is it the Everdark Sovereign? I guess I'll do, hold on, is this the 3rd expedition I've done today, or is it the 4th? Yeah, this is the 4th, okay. I've been traumatized by a night 1 BBH who immediately sprinted into the storm, and besides, yeah, I remember you saying that on stream. Sounds pretty rough. I've never seen that happen to me, but I wouldn't like that. But yeah, that's jank. Yeah, that's definitely jank. Absolutely. I mean, hey, if you were playing as a character with ranged attacks, then I don't know, maybe then it would actually be kind of easier, because maybe you could, or if you had a Wraith Calling Bell, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you'd be able to stay out of his range and just keep hitting him, and he wouldn't be able to fight back because he's not coming closer, but I don't know, maybe. I've never seen that happen to me, so I don't know how I would handle it if it happened. If I would still be able to win or not. I think I'm gonna get another drink, water, and then I'll go for this fourth one. Okay. Boss, yeah. Boss leeching, general bugginess, passive effects working. I love that blocking doesn't proc the damage, causes status. Yeah, yeah, they are fixing things. I mean, I think most of the patches that they're doing are good. They're changing things that should be changed, and I feel like they do care about the game. You know, it's just, I don't think it's a bad game. I just don't know if it's for me at this point in this mode. That's all. in this part, we'll see. We'll see what this is like. To decide the future of whether I want to keep playing the game or not, or keep playing this mode or not. At least I've got to depth 3 though. I'm happy with that, even if I don't get to depth 4. Or this is, for now, I think I'm satisfied. For a while, I didn't think I would even do it. So, map information missing. Okay. All right, they're starting me off, yeah, with the spicy new stuff. So where do I go? What do I do? I mean, stuff like this is kind of funny, I hope, but yeah. We'll see. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Yeah. Can I get a Wraith Calling Bell straight away? That would be great. There's one over here. Yes, I can. Spooky skeleton. Can't have it, sorry. Have to guess then, don't I? What? At least it still shows some things on the map, but yeah, it's just gonna be like I just have to run around and hope for the best. Hope I find good things. Don't I? Again, this is like, do you actually know these maps? Are you experienced enough in the game to not always need the map to tell you where things are? Actually, I don't know if I want to keep less likely to be targeted, but just in case this actually is ever Dark Sovereign Lever, it might be a good idea to keep that. I regret not having it. I might end up swapping it out for something else, but if I don't end up finding anything else, then this might be worth keeping. Use damage negation for blast usages. But it does have taking damage boost damage negation, so I don't know. I don't think I've really used that one much, if at all, so I'm kind of curious to see what it's like. I do really like the fact they buffed that blood loss on character skill. Relic effect though, it's so much better now that I can bleed a lot of things in one attack. It's really good. Yeah, exactly. If I get Lord of Blood's Exaltation and stuff, which I did find last run, but I didn't want to pick it up, so I didn't have room for it. Two Godskin stitches. I don't know. That could be kind of fun to use, but not this time, I think. Universe is sending you a message. If this wasn't Deep of Night, I would do that, but I just think, you know, I don't think that would be a smart thing to do right now. This is Deep of Night. It's no fun allowed mode. You have to try hard and stress about everything. You're not allowed to do silly things. Yeah, there's a church. Yeah, I mean, finding the churches, I mean, it's not like I can't do it, but it's just, if I don't know where anything is, it's almost like every single thing I get is basically just like, oh, you know, am I gonna luckily run into it or see it from a distance or something? If I don't, then many periodical link blades again. I guess I have to go with it. Even though that is reduced flask HP restoration, so maybe I'll regret that. We'll see. Going into the floor casually. Yeah, it seems like almost everything gets hidden. I could go into the mine now, but I don't know. I'd like to, I suppose, so maybe I'll just risk it and see what happens. I feel like the night is about to end, so maybe I'll end up having to leave anyway. It might work out. It just depends on whether or not the boss is going to be red or not, really, doesn't it? And where the actual night one boss is actually going to be. Going to find out in a minute. Alright, this might work out. This might work out. Hippos back on the menu. Oh, of course it's a great one. Well, I suppose I'll try it. Of course, this is when they're just going to hit me over and over again. And then I keep missing them somehow. Fucking... Why am I doing bad when it's really a bad and I need to be doing well, and then I'm doing bad? And then I trigger the other ones. And then the knight's coming. I shouldn't have risked this. Whatever. It might work out, but I am going to die now, so I'm going to have to come back here anyway. Oh, thanks for the flask. A bit late for that. I shouldn't have done that. I was right when I said it was probably a bad idea. So, I guess I should have listened to my wariness. I was being paranoid, but I was right to be paranoid. If only I could actually use this smithing stone I picked up somehow, then it would have been worth it, definitely, but as it is, unfortunately, I don't think there's any way I can do that here. Whoops. I was just going to kill one, and then it's like I run off the side of course. You're just on it instead. Come on, it's only centipede demon. I can fight centipede demon. I just did them last game. If anything, this feels very similar to the last one. Just the Night Lord is different. Too slow. You're too slow. Come on, step it up. Sometimes trying to lock onto this guy is not a good idea, is it? Makes things way more awkward. It's fine. It's not dead. I'm still going. Yeah. Right, back to the mines. Well, I guess that's alright. The most awkward thing really is just the fact that it basically means I can't really risk doing anything along the way, because if it's anything a bit difficult, well, I might risk dying and then I'm going to lose all that, or lose all those runes. So again, if this was the normal game, I probably would risk it, but this is not the normal game, so I don't think it's worth it. He centipede is bad. Disgusting. Yeah, I'm not using anything like that, am I? So. Revenge, sort of. Don't know. This I mean, not being able to see the map, I think it's not too bad, but it does make things harder in some way though. I think it depends, doesn't it? But it's mainly, I think it would be more a problem if I was actually trying to like look for something specific. But I'm not always like that when I play this game. Sometimes I'm happy to just like run around and whatever I find, I just do those things and then it's fine, you know. But it is of course true though that if I'm trying to look for like, oh, I want to now, you know, now I suppose it's a bit like that because now I want to find like somewhere that I can upgrade my weapon. So maybe I'll just go to the castle in the middle. But at least that's one thing, isn't it? But, yeah. That's one thing I know I can do there, but yeah, and then a smithing stone 1. Right, and there's a gold, there's a red wolfy wolf. Is there somewhere I can upgrade up here? That would be a very convenient place for it to be. Not really, I think. Can I do this? Where is it? Is it here? Here? Or here? Or here? I don't know. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Was that it? No, that wasn't it. I don't know where this one is. Is this the frenzy guys? Yeah, okay, I probably should get this. May chaos not take the world. And I could still try fighting this guy, it might be fine. I was just thinking it would be nice if I could get an upgraded weapon first. Why did I forget you can't do that? Ow. Probably the worst thing has been just the fact that now I'm spending so much time looking around for somewhere to upgrade my weapon that I'm not doing other things, and that means, you know, I've got these stone sword keys that are going to waste, you know, for longer because of it. So yeah, I should have just gone for the castle. I should have just done that, played it safe. And gone for the one, at least I know where it is, you know, I know, okay, if I just go here, then it won't be a problem then, you know. That's probably the smart way to do this. Multiple periodic booklet blades, well I don't need that now. Right. Yeah, and then all of the Everjails are like really far away. Of course. I'll probably only get the chance to do one of them now. Oh well. It's fine. At least you can still see them on the map. They weren't overly harsh when it comes to that. I already went into this church, didn't I? It'd be nice if they showed on the map, like, if you've actually been in them. They could change that, I think. So if I've actually cleared a church... No, okay, I haven't. So if you've actually cleared a church and then gone back into it again, and then you see it, well, then, you know, then you can see it on the map. Once you've gone into it and cleared an area, like beat a boss in a fort or something like that, or picked up the healing from a church, then it shows up on the map. I think that would be a good change. Oh, okay, this is a scary one. Condemned one. Can you use bewitching branches? Don't even know if it's worth trying to do this now because it's. Oh. I would think you probably can't, but I'm gonna try it. Oh, you can. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's actually now this could be a lot easier. And you two fight each other, and I'll kill this one. The Mikola strategy. This is why Mikola was smart. Because he's like, I'm just gonna let everyone kill each other. And then I can be the god. Did they? Hold on. Did mine beat? Who won? Oh, mine lost. Oh. I thought the spear one would be the best. I guess now I know it isn't. Yeah, bewitching branches. It's easy to forget, but they really are good. I mean, and I think here it's even more so now, isn't it? Because if I'd not had that bewitching branch, I don't think I would have been able to do this in time. So that really did help a lot there. They're very glad to have found that. Can I don't know. Maybe I can explore a bit of, maybe do a bit of this area, but I don't think I'll be able to do the whole thing. Unless I just get murdered by these blasts from the sky. Really scary. I already bought everything I wanted to buy, didn't I? So, oh, actually, do they have anything else? Oh yeah, they've got these. Okay, you should buy those. Almost forgot about that. Well, no, not really ideal, but if this is regular Libra, I might be fine. So, we'll see. Never mind. Oh, okay, I'll get you. Yes. Maybe, well, not now. I don't think it's worth grabbing now. I'd rather have the pearl drink. This one. That's why I like to have holy damage when I'm going up against when when I'm going up against Libra as well, because the fact that this can appear as well. So it's really good here too. Ah! Can I heal? No, obviously not. They're not going to allow me to do that either. Not the best start. Oh, crit. Do I not get it? I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that, but that's okay, I guess. Guess everything balances out. I don't get the crit when I think I should have done, but then they don't get the grab somehow. They're like the most precise hitbox ever. Now he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna spam this now. Is that okay? Can't dodge all my bullets. Alright. Could be better, but could be worse. How much madness resistance do I have? 4. Decisions. Because if this is regular Libra, I don't think I really need the extra madness resistance. But if this is Ever Dark Sovereign, then it might actually be good to have. But then the infinity attack power is also good to have. So I think I'll just do this. Maybe this is a bad idea because I might not really, you know. I mean, doing damage is important too, isn't it? But how many things can I get? Anything else? Don't think there's anything else. Oh, something over there. Another thing. Some guy standing around. Okay, I think that's probably everything. Good old Wraiths. Yeah, I love Wraithgorn Realm. If I could get a better relic that lets you start with it, I would probably use it most of the time. But so far, the only relics I have that actually let me start with it are just kind of a bit not very good in other ways, so I can't really do that right now. And again, if I do get madness, having Starlight Shards might actually be a good thing instead of anything else. So maybe I'll just do that. Raider's not a terrible choice for Bell Bill. Yeah, I mean, I think Wraith Calling Bell is good on anyone. I mean, Raider, if anything, probably needs it more than Wilder, because at least Wilder has got more mobility, and he can use his the hook as like a ranged attack. But Raider doesn't have anything like that, so yeah, he can Bell Tower, yeah. Wizard Tower, Raider, maybe I'll try that sometime. If I get a good relic with that effect that gives him the intelligence, which I'm not even sure if I even have that at the moment, so. If it really does boost his intelligence by like some ridiculous amount, then maybe get something that gives him staves or something like that as the dormant power thing. Go to the mage towers. Yeah. Then yeah, it might be good.
Make your choice.
Yeah, I make my choice. It's gonna have even more resistance to ailments. You'll never hit me with madness. You'll never do it. I will never get madness ever again.
It is done. The time is ripe.
Oh, okay, well it is the normal one. So I might be fine. Oh shit. Well, not if that kind of thing happens though. Oh. Hey, I'm surprised that still hit me. Look at that giant madness bar. Can you jump over that? No, you cannot. I have to be a bit more careful there, don't I? Can't do 2. I can only do the 1. Okay. If I do 1, it's fine. If I do 2, I get hit. Yeah. Don't often see a poise break when he's in the powered up state, so that's cool. Go to hell. I don't care if you're all out of vacation days. Take your deals with you. Okay. That actually went better than I expected it to go, so that was good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I think I did well there. Game for babies. Game for babies. Maybe I'll stream this again after all then. We'll see. I guess if I'm winning, then I might as well try it. Keep going and see if it does start feeling too frustrating again. Yeah. That's okay. Raider duration of Ultima extended, attack power increased for each knight invader defeated, which I don't think I have many of those, so that's nice. The starting armament deals fire damage. Oh, finally! One with runes and item discovery for each great enemy defeated at a fort. Although it's not really that good because taking damage causes poison buildup, but yeah. Maybe I'll try it anyway because I'm curious how good that will be. It sounds like one I would like anyway. Well, you definitely get a lot of stuff, don't you, for winning in depth 3. So that's 2 normal relics and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deep relics and 4,600 merc. So at least they do try to reward you with a lot of stuff. So that's nice. And you get 300 per win. Okay. So getting to 4,000 won't take as long. I thought it might still be 200 per win, but yeah. That's not quite so bad. So because I didn't lose, does that mean I still get the loss protection? I wonder. If I lose the next one, do I still get a free loss without losing rank? I guess we'll just have to see, won't we? Of course, I'm not going to lose, so I'm never going to find out. You know. It's going to just be straight wins from now on. I doubt it. I doubt it. I wonder if you have two that give character skill inflicts blood loss for Wilder. I wonder if that means it does more blood loss. Probably not, but it would be funny if that's how it worked. Because I do tend to go into forts quite a lot. I feel like I do forts more than most of the other things on the map, except maybe Everjails. But then it kind of depends, you know, on how many keys I get. And even then, a lot of the time I get the keys from doing forts or great churches. So yeah, the ones that give these extra buffs when you do forts or great churches are probably going to be one of the best ones for me. So I mean, certainly, you know, if I could get some amazing relics that gave me some, you know, really good, a really good collection of buffs, that would obviously make a big difference, wouldn't it? But I don't really have that many relics yet, so yeah. But for the deep ones, and the ones I do have, you know, they're okay. I wouldn't say they're bad, but yeah, they're definitely not optimal. They're far from optimal. Very far from optimal. He's on a roll. He's forting. Fortnite. Duchess with holy attack up is nice. Yeah, that's true. Because it had the three daggers equipped as well, didn't it? I think. Oh, really. If I like to play as Duchess, then it would be good. But unless this weird thing with the frame dropping half the time I use her skill is, you know, as long as that's still happening, I don't think I want to play Duchess, especially in this mode. Sometimes she's still fun to use, but not when I'm actually trying to win. Well, no thanks. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, taking damage causes sleep build-up. I mean, that's still bad, I suppose, isn't it? But maybe that's in some ways the least bad, because most enemies don't do sleep on their own. Is there anything in the game that actually does sleep on its own? I don't think so. Any enemy. So at least you don't have to worry about, you know, getting like double sleep effect from fighting something that actually causes the same status effect and then getting hit by it. Oh, that's okay. I do like uplifting aromatic, so with character skill inflicts blood loss and improved poison resistance +1. Yeah, I might use that. Oh, well, that's good for Iron if I'm going to use him again at some point. With the heavy poison damage on his skill and runes 9 discovery increased for each great enemy defeated at the fort. Although even Iron feels like it's just too risky. Until I get much better at the game again, if I ever do get good enough to basically like I just have to not take hits, you know. It feels like it's just too risky to play as anyone who has less health than like Wild or maybe Executor might be fine, but I don't know. Just feels much more risky. It's just not worth it. If I'm actually trying to win, then I don't think I'm ever going to do better with anyone else than I do with Wilder. Another one with the increased vigor and endurance from Revenant. Yeah, it would go well with this because increased max 8 FP upon ability activation, improved poise and damage negation when knocked back, and then physical attack up +2. So yeah, this is it. I'm building up. See, maybe with Revenant. I mean, I don't know how good it is, but I might end up actually trying Revenant out if I can get like that one that gives strength boost and instead of faith or whatever it is, you know, a Revenant. Because if this actually increases her vigor and endurance by a lot, maybe she'll actually end up having more health than like, or about the same amount of health as Executor, or maybe more. And you know, she might end up being really good then for this mode, but I don't know. I'll have to try it to find out with mine. Building the tank Revenant, exactly. She's just, you know, she's the hidden strength weapon user. It's how the game was meant to be played. I mean, do I even have... I don't know if I've actually checked to see how much health she has. Yeah, so maybe I'll check this now while I'm thinking about it. Because I had one that has this effect, but then it also had the decreased vigor and endurance on the same relic, so I couldn't really see how much it gave on its own. Was it? That was the funny thing about it. Because I don't think I've got one that has the improved strength yet, reduced fate. Don't think I've got that. Right, okay. Yeah, as it, because I've got one, but then it also says reduced vigor, so it's a bit like I can't really tell how much it affects it. What about? Okay, well yeah, I can check it on one of these at least, one of my other relic setups, even if I don't want to use these for the actual expedition. Nothing else that boosts health, is there? Okay. 220 health. Which I think is like 40 more? 880. I think she's got like 800 health by default. So that's a pretty significant boost. Yeah, oh, it's actually 780, so that's 100 health extra, at least. I don't know if it's a percentage thing, or if it's, you know, or if it's just a flat number, but if it's a percentage thing, then I guess it could be even better if you got more health boosting stuff. And you lose 55 FP. But that isn't really a problem, is it? Because if I've got this effect that gives me more FP every time my skill activates, I mean, over the course of a run, my skill is going to be activating a lot, you know. If I kill loads of enemies, well, yeah, I'm probably going to end up having more FP than I would normally by the end of the playthrough, by the end of the expedition. A flat edition, yeah, it probably is. I would be surprised if it was a percentage, but still, you know, the more health you have, then you do get something that gives HP plus 10% from an upgrade. And there we go. Now you've got, you know, instead of getting 7.8 health or whatever, you know, you get 8.8 health. So it does still boost the effectiveness of the other percentages, doesn't it? So it doesn't really matter that it's a flat thing. And if I combined it with that one that gives where do you find that? Where would that be? Attributes, yeah. Increased health for great churches. If I could combine it with that, which I don't think I even can right now, but yeah, if I could, wait, you know, then that, I don't know if that's a percentage or a flat number, but you know, this I mean, and hey, Revenant, you want to go to churches, don't you? If you want to get seals and stuff, so it's, you know, it's all Revenant. It's all meant to make Revenant strong. Everything is for Revenant now. She's the main character. That's why her remembrance is like one of the best. The one that probably has the most sort of, you know, custom stuff made for it, with the cutscenes and the new area and all this stuff, you know. And you even have to unlock her. I think she's the developer's favorite. Maybe. Who knows? That'll be funny if that was true. Okay. Well, actually, I mean, I went into this stream thinking it was going to go really badly again, and I was just going to be frustrated, and I was going to stop and say I'm never going to play this mode again. At least not for a long time. But in the end, somehow, maybe because of the practice I did yesterday, maybe it's working out better now. We'll see. I still need to practice Healstorm more though, that's for sure. So maybe I'll do that later or tomorrow or something. Just do another Healstorm expedition, the regular one. See if I can actually beat him in phase 1 without getting hit much. Because the last thing I want is for that to happen again. I just maybe I'll have to watch a guide or something, watch a video or something about, okay, this is how you deal with his attacks, because yeah, it's kind of funny how much trouble I have in phase 1. And then in phase 2 it's fine, you know, I understand phase 2, but phase 1 just throws me off every time, so it's funny. But yeah, I'm done for now, I think, so I don't want to overdo it. I've had some good runs, and I'm not frustrated, so I don't want to ruin it and make myself frustrated after this for doing a 5th one for the day. Okay, all right. I don't think there's anyone I want to raid right now. Yeah, well, thanks for chatting. Interesting and funny things to say, as usual. Red Crystal. Oh, I didn't know you said that. I didn't notice you said that. Red Crystallians. Yeah, it actually went better than I expected, didn't it? I don't think I missed anything that you said. It's easy to read all your messages because there's no one else chatting. All right. Definitely. So yeah, the lesson is, if you find bewitching branches in deep of night, don't throw them away. And that's 200 hours, just over 200 hours. Because if you find red Crystallians or red Banished Knights or red Beast Brigade or the Beastmen of Farum Azula, yeah, that will literally make the difference between you like winning it in a reasonable amount of time or probably dying like twice and not even having time to do it, unless you're like really good at the game, which, yeah, you know, it's not worth it. I think if you are really good, well, you probably will do that, so then you won't even have to get stressed about it or something. Okay, I think I've talked enough now, so yeah, that's the way it is, and it's gone well. So maybe I'll stream this again sometime. After all, Depth 3. See how bad it can get. You know, it's been merciful It feels like I had mercy on this first run, so I'm sure it can get much worse than that. Especially when I see the thing where it says where it's doesn't show me what Night Lord I'm gonna fight. Then I don't know what I'm gonna do. So that's gonna be fun, I'm sure. Alright. Well, until next time, farewell for now.